I'll never forget the moment it happened. I was standing in a foreign country, miles away from home, in a place where I didn't speak the language, didn't know anyone, and honestly, was starting to feel a little overwhelmed. And then it hit me. A sharp pain in my side that didn't feel like just a cramp or something I'd be able to sleep off. It started small, but quickly escalated. I tried to brush it off, but after an hour, it was obvious. I needed help. Fast. I won't lie. I was scared. I looked around, hoping for some sign, something to make it feel like I wasn't totally alone in a place I didn't understand. I asked the hotel staff, and they pointed me in the direction of a nearby clinic. So I grabbed my bag, heart pounding, and went. I felt a little embarrassed, but it was a relief to get there, to know I was finally taking the first step toward feeling better. But when I stepped inside, everything changed. The receptionist didn't understand a word I was saying. I felt completely lost. I had a headache from the pain, but also from the feeling of being so out of place. I tried to explain what was wrong, but instead of the help I desperately needed, I got a look of confusion. And then the worst part. They denied me medical help. I don't even know if it was a misunderstanding or if I just wasn't prepared for this kind of situation, but they wouldn't treat me. They said it was something about needing insurance, something I hadn't even thought to check. And in that moment, I was paralyzed. You know that feeling when you're completely vulnerable, when you realize just how unprepared you are. That's what it was like. I was in pain alone in a place that felt like a maze. And I had no idea what to do next. I wish I could say everything turned out okay right away, but it didn't. I walked out of that clinic, the pain still throbbing, feeling like the world was just crashing in on me. So here's the thing. I had made the mistake of not preparing. In my mind, I figured I'm healthy, I'm careful, what could go wrong? But life doesn't work like that, does it? That's when I remembered something a friend told me months earlier. Always have travel insurance. I didn't have it. I didn't realize how crucial it was until I was staring down a hospital door, feeling the pain and realizing I was stranded without any support. But here's where it gets a little bit of a relief. Because after that terrifying moment, I finally took a step back, called up my insurance provider, and explained my situation. They got me the help I needed, and the whole thing ended up being more manageable than I had feared. But that moment, standing in front of that clinic, terrified and vulnerable, I'll never forget it. I knew I could have been in a much worse spot if I hadn't eventually had the right coverage. Now, I always make sure I'm covered before I travel anywhere. I'm not even talking about just the basic insurance. I've learned that some travel policies just don't have the right coverage for those unexpected situations. That's why I found something that has genuinely worked for me. Auras.insure. It's not a gimmick. It's not some over-the-top ad. It's just a service I genuinely use when I travel, and I'm grateful I found it. When I was in that spot, scrambling to get medical care abroad, they had my back. They made the process easier, made sure I was covered, and helped me when I felt like I was out of options. I don't want anyone else to go through what I did. I can't tell you how many times I wish I'd known just how important it was to be prepared. So, to anyone heading abroad, don't make the mistake I did. Make sure you've got solid travel insurance, something that can truly cover you, especially when you need it most. Trust me, it's not just about the fine print. It's about being able to breathe a little easier, knowing you're covered. And honestly, it's a bit of a lifesaver. Take it from me,